Technical difficulties, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry.
Yes, the camera has decided it's going to mess with us for a moment.
Yeah. So, like I said, we talked about 9/11 and gave our thoughts about it, gave where we were. Now we're going to switch over to the wrestling side, which is our show's mainly based on.
Yeah.
And something that the WWE, back then was still WWF, did 2 days after 9/11 hit. They were in Houston, Texas. They did a SmackDown show. And this was back when they had the Alliance.
Well, that was a live show too, wasn't it?
It was a live show. A live show from Houston, Texas. They had the okay from a commander of the base up there or something like that.
Yeah.
Okay from the city, the mayor said, let's go for it, do it. They were the WWE put on the very first public entertainment assembly post 9/11. A sold out crowd in the Compact Center of Houston.
And the thing is, one of the greatest moments, I'll preface this with, they came on and the intro music for SmackDown at that time
Lillian Garcia
was playing. And all the superstars, all of the management, the agents, everyone came walking. And the first two people you see walk out were Vinnie Mac
and Rock.
And The Rock. And you could tell, I mean, we all know that Rock kind of wears his, emotions pretty much close to his sleeve, especially when he was wrestling it.
Yeah, he hardly shows any.
His
promos and...
I mean, his promos were really interesting. We've talked about them. We're not going to do any of them right now.
Yeah.
But
maybe later.
Well, we've talked about that, but he had this look on his face and his eyes, just so serious. And,
yeah,
everybody was, I remember...
Booker T was, Stephanie, everybody.
Taz.
Yeah, and Bubba Dudley. He has taped on.
He taped his wrist, and he said it was NYHC. Now, for those of you who don't know, that's New York Hardcore, and that's
because Bubba is a New Yorker.
Yeah, and it was Taz. There were several guys there that were native New Yorkers.
Yeah.
I can't really get into it because there's too many.
But the thing was, they did testimonials, everybody, and was one Bradshaw did.
Yeah, but let's talk about. And then they had Lillian Garcia.
Oh man.
Sing, and Tony Chimble introduced her, I believe it was, and she sang
America the Beautiful.
America the Beautiful.
Wow. And that was
if you don't get emotional, if you don't cry, because that
she cried during.
Yeah, you don't have a heart.
So Lillian Garcia.
We love you, Lillian.
Come back, please.
Lillian, you were the best.
Yeah.
Miss you. Yeah, I mean,
But damn.
We miss you a lot, but...
And you think, well, why would she get so emotional? Well, Lillian Garcia is a military brat. Her father was a military.
On top of all that, she had said that there was someone very close to her, we found out from her testimonial, that was supposed to have gone to the World Trade Center the day that 9/11 happened.
And couldn't go.
Couldn't go. So
thank God there.
So she was... And she... originally, I think she was born in Puerto Rico. Puerto Rico. She is Latina, very much so.
Yeah.
Then she moved to New York, and then her family ended up here in South Carolina.
Whew.
But
thank God.
Yeah, she had reason to be upset and to be emotional.
Everybody did.
But testimonials.
Who?
Bradshaw's.
Oh my God.
That was what I think we needed to hear. Somebody who wasn't going to whine, who wasn't going to cry.
Who was pissed off.
Just pissed the fuck off, And I know that he got a lot of heat from it. We've covered what heat is. He got a lot of heat about it.
Yeah.
But for me,
come on.
Fuck it. Hell yeah. We're going to turn your fucking country into a parking lot. Hell yeah. That's what I loved. Because he had the balls to say it.
Mm-hmm.
And...
I don't know if I could pull that off.
I mean, knowing what John Layfield is like, knowing who he is, I mean, aside from what he is like,
as far as his character.
His character.
He's a smart man.
He's a very smart man, and I'm a fan of his.
Yeah.
Okay.
And JB, and if you give some financial advice, we can really use it.
Yeah.
God, can he work? Does he know money?
He knows money. He knows how to,
But anyway. But so
we were happy that they did that.
Oh yeah. SmackDown, WWE. Vince, he comes out, gives his his speech, You know, he's not, and the thing is, he wasn't in his traditional suits. He was in a very formal.
Yeah.
He gave out, said, we're not going to live our lives in fear. You know, citizens of the United States are not afraid. You're damn right we're not.
Hell no.
No, we were scared for a minute because when it happened.
Yeah, it terrified the hell out of all of us.
But sometimes fear can be used as fuel for ourselves.
Anger is
anger, fear, despair, heartache can fuel us.
Yeah. And
anything bad, any kind of bad feeling, or somber feelings, use it as fuel. And that's what our troops are doing right now, using that fuel to, do what they got to do.
And we were happy because they did this because one, it was wrestling, it was something that we needed to see, it was a release.
Yeah.
And two, it was the thing that here's Vince saying, we're not going to cower. We are the WWF at the point in time, but we're also Americans, and we're going to show our respect. But we're also going to say, let's do something, and
let's do this.
Try to enjoy.
Yeah. It was an outlet. It was an outlet for everybody.
Yeah, very much so. The outlets that happen. I mean, I'm sure that people tried to find ways after Pearl Harbor, to kind of release that negative emotion that they had, or emotions.
Yeah.
That was. I'm not that I'm trying to compare the two because you can't.
No.
But it was definitely, and to quote, one of the greatest of all our presidents, FDR.
Yeah.
9/11 is a date that will live in infamy.
Definitely.
We will never forget it.
Just like December 7th, 1941, 9/11/01.
Yeah.
So.
That's kind of spooky how they both end on one.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. I know that there was a lot of people that were. I saw it, and I saw it that they got shut in. I mean, they're just like I saw that because I was working I've always worked in a public area. And I got to see people just like scared, fucking shitless, man.
Oh man.
And they were shut in. I had this one lady, and I'll never forget it. And she was just terrified, and she couldn't. She had been home watching CNN like days on end.
Yeah.
And
Hello.
Yeah, that's, I was worried, So, what was another thing that you remember from that night, from that SmackDown?
Man. It's a lot. I mean, I had to go, go on YouTube and find some footage. But, the thing I do remember was everybody on the roster.
Yeah.
Even though it was an Alliance versus WWE thing, everybody was on that ramp, putting storylines aside.
Yeah.
And
pulling the curtain back.
Yeah, showing like, hey, this is all. We don't really hate each other.
No.
They all came together. They all came together for that one purpose.
Yeah.
And that's the most memorable moment you can remember.
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that
And also, WWE did a good thing when they put out SmackDown's 100 Greatest Moments. That was number one.
Number one.
You can. What? Can you top that? Can you top that?
I mean, you can't really. I mean, maybe number two should would be something like the debut, but you can't really top that.
No.
You can't really put. It's like I said about somebody. You can't put one name on it because it really kind of. Then it just demeans it and puts it in a box because that moment, those things like that were meant to be unnameable because it meant that much.
So.
Because God,
man,
what are you gonna do? I mean,
yeah,
I know there's gonna be memorials here in Charleston. And
oh yeah, memorials everywhere, especially in Pennsylvania and the Pentagon, where other places were hit.
New York City.
New York City, definitely. They're saying hopefully when a Freedom Tower is gonna be built.
I'm wondering if Dixie's gonna be doing anything about it tonight, seeing as how it's kind of close.
Well, actually, not to go off, but Impact's not airing tonight.
That's right. That's right.
Because it's preempted.
Mm-hmm.
Ugh. Preempted. I hate that word. Anyway.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
So what else can we talk about? I mean.
Well, we really.
But like I said, WWE did it. I think did a good thing.
Really did.
You know, in those 2 days after, still, people needed an outlet. You know,
They needed to.
baseball games were on hold. Other events were put on hold. The WWE said, "No, screw this. We're not, hiding.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna put it out there." You know,
I know that there's something that I want to touch on, but I want to wait until we can have a full part, and I think that's what we're going to do next. But we're going to talk about the WWE when we come back. There is something I want to talk about that's kind of close to my heart, something that happened post 9/11, not so much for people like me or Sean,
mm-hmm.
but something that happened in this country, and it's not good, people, really.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to talk about it right now. If we have to, we'll put the rest of it on the next one.
Yeah.
Post 9/11, for anybody that was living in this country who was Muslim, Arabic descent, it got ugly.
Real ugly.
Quick. Like, I can understand, I'm American. And Chris Rock even touched on this on one-handed specials. I'm American. Fuck these guys from the Middle East. Yeah, I understand that. Fuck Al Qaeda. Yeah, I wasn't even like that. But there's a train. They started. It never late.
Mm-hmm.
I'm American. Fuck all these Muslims. Fuck all these these guys from Saudi Arabia. Really?
Come on.
Seriously, I mean, we fucking progressed that far.
That's quick to judge.
Yeah, quick to judge. I've spoken to people who are Muslim. I've spoken to people who are Christian. Hey, we were all on the same fucking level at that point.
Yeah.
But that's something that really bothers me. Because I'm pagan. I am quite honestly and quite strongly pagan. And I worry that, you don't really know. But, what happens if, I have to admit it to everyone, and there starts to be a backlash. That could be bad.
Yeah.
And there was a big backlash, and that's not good. America, what the fuck, You're gonna base your anger towards somebody just because their skin color, maybe the fact that they have a different name,
or their origin.
No, they had nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
They were American and still are American, just like us.
Yeah.
I
mean, stop it. And what do you think about the whole? Bring up the whole mosque thing. The whole mosque.
Okay, I want to talk about that, but we're not going to have enough time to talk about that with this one.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to come back and talk about that. But what do I think? We'll save that for the next part.
Yeah.
What do I? And I saw it. I spoke to a guy who's from Iraq, and who came over here to escape, all of the things that were going on wrong over there, because there was a lot going on wrong over there.
Yeah.
And he told me that when 9/11 happened, he got scared.
Oh.
He was looking around going, holy shit, because he knew that as soon as that happened, America was going to go, it's going to look at that area going, here we come, which we did,
So, but like I said, we'll talk about that and do the next part.
Right.
All right. Next part, we'll talk about that and talk about this very sad debut of season 3 of NXT.
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll do a fourth one for NXT.
Yeah. So part 3, we'll talk about more about post 9/11.